Hey guys, I finally made it to the Tern booth. I'm at Interbike, and this is a really special update because we've got the GSD. I'm with Galen. How's it going, buddy?
Great. How are you, Court?
I'm fantastic.
Okay.
You know, I'd heard about this bike. It's been hyped up a little bit. There's a cool video out there. And, you know, at first I was like, okay, it's the cargo bike. It's electric cargo bike. What's different about it? First of all, what is the name? What is the GSD all about?
So the name of the bike is the GSD, and we're leaving it deliberately underqualified because we want to leave room for imagination.
It's like get stuff done is one interpretation.
Could be get stuff done, could be get shit done.
Oh my gosh, you're gonna have to cut. No, it's all good. This is, I mean, look, people have stuff in their lives they need to take care of. And just last year you did the Vektron, really fantastic electric bike, kind of a similar, it's like low, it's approachable.
Totally.
So again, tell me what's the difference? Why is the GSD? Why do you even have two models? Like, what's going on?
Yeah, so that's a great question. So essentially, like, the Vektron was this awesome product, still is an awesome product, that really introduced us to the potential of putting small wheels together with a premium electric mid-drive system.
Yeah, from Bosch, right? We have the, this
is Bosch Performance Line.
Performance, so it's like 63 Newton meters, pretty capable.
Totally, and this is with the double battery configuration, or double battery capacity, double battery configuration over here.
There we go.
So up to 150 miles of range on a single charge.
Wow, if you get those two batteries.
Yeah, so like what the Vektron really taught us was that if you're dealing with like a premium electric bike mid-drive, you actually don't need to worry about wheel size from a performance perspective. So what happens is, okay, what determines the performance on a Bosch electric bike? Is it the wheel size, big wheels, small wheels? No.
They're all over the place,
Yeah, is it the aerodynamics, upright or sort of tucked down? No. Is it the materials? No. What it is the federal or state level government. So the government says, you know, like we're going to have, for class 1 electric bikes, 20 mile per hour assistance level.
Yeah.
And that means that this electric bike, or the Vektron, or every other Bosch bike on the market is all going to have roughly equivalent sort of like speed and performance.
That's an interesting point, because like you were saying, the 20 mile per hour cutoff, whether you're comfortable or you're forward, it's
all the
still
same.
20 mile per hour. Yeah.
Totally. And whether you have 700C or small wheels, all the same stuff.
So you've chosen small wheels. Like, what's the benefit of that?
So benefit of small wheels is, okay, so this is the real kicker for the bike. The whole thing is 180 centimeters long, which is the same length as a standard e-bike or a standard city bike.
It's roughly like the 70-inch, 72-inch kind of thing?
Yeah, totally. So it's a standard length, and that's partly enabled because we have smaller wheels, right? So we've designed the bike using small, super robust wheels, and that lets us, build everything closer together.
And brings it down, like a little bit more balance, lower to the ground.
So yeah, low center of gravity, very compact, and the bike is built with like our patented folding technology, so you can fold the whole package down to almost half the total size, and half the total width. So yeah, effectively what we've got is a bike that's going to be 20 miles per hour in all cases. So we decided to optimize for cargo. So you can put up to 6 Ortleibs, or you can put 2
I love that, and look, they match beautifully. Those the Yepp Maxi?
Yep.
Okay, and this is they've kind of updated because they're bought by Thule recently, so this is the new
sort of enhanced design,
gray color design, and there's plenty of room. Since you have these cool setups, it's really neat to see, you know, what this might actually look like in real life, and you kind of have the window, so you can mount the Yepp seat right to the frame.
Totally. Or in this case, you can set it up for groceries.
Oh, this is cool.
Some neat, neat accessories for cargo utility. And then in this case, we set it up for an adult passenger. So we have these retractable foot pegs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I can do that one more time.
Boom.
That lets you sit on the back and ride comfortably and double up with like a rider on the front. And because it's an electric bike, it goes 20 miles per hour.
So this is a really neat concept, and actually, you know, I met Galen yesterday at Outdoor Demo Day. It was the end of the day, and I knew we were going to be talking today, but he was like, give it a try, because it's crazy at the show like this. I actually rode this thing around, and what I noticed is that, 20-inch tires, like, it brings it down, and it's compact and everything. Also extra strong, because the spokes aren't as long. but comfort can be a bit of an issue because the tire diameter, you have a higher attack angle and it kind of falls into the bumps instead of spanning them like a big tire.
Yeah.
But you can't have both. So what you've done is you've actually made a wider, like a fatter tire for comfort.
So
right?
Let me show you that really quick. This is the Schwalbe. So Schwalbe, market leader in bike tires, market leader by far in e-bike tires.
Yeah.
And their gold standard of e-bike tires is called the Supermoto-X.
Right.
So up until this specific model, it was only available in 700C or 27.5 diameters.
Right.
We're really old friends with Schwalbe, and they did one for us, specifically in 20-inch. So this is the first and only bike to market with the 20-inch Schwalbe Supermoto, and this is almost a plus-size tire. It's a 2.4.
2.4, yeah, and it really, you can see how fat that is. So you're gonna get some stability, you're gonna get comfort. I would try to find like the PSI range on this. It looks like 30 to 65. So if I was just riding this on my own, I weigh 135 pounds. With like some cargo, I could lower that PSI and get some comfort. And if you're carrying a bunch of load, maybe like a couple kids or a whole bunch of gear, or you're just a larger person, you raise the PSI. There's a good range. And these have reflective sidewall stripes, which is great for safety. While we're up here, I noticed that you have, it's like a quad caliper, or quad piston.
Yeah, so this is Magura's. Okay, so what we realized is that in the whole kind of utility cycling industry, I think virtually every other brand is taking average city bike components and putting them on bikes that are rated to carry 400 pounds.
Yeah.
So that's fine, but you're really leaving yourself open to just mechanical issues.
There's room for improvement. Yeah.
Room for improvement. And downhill mountain biking has produced these ultra robust technologies for really going down a hill. And we realized why don't we put those on our new compact utility bike? Right. So the wheels are built with these quad-piston Magura disc brakes, hydraulic disc brakes, most robust. And then the whole thing is built with
nice, a 15 millimeter.
Yeah, so
like
it's ultra robust thru-axle. And in the back of the bike, we have a boost thru-axle. So it's ultra wide, ultra rigid.
Huh.
And
when you say the back of the bike, are you talking about the rear wheel?
Rear wheel, yeah.
Okay, so boost being what is that, 148 instead of 142?
So extra wide, extra rigid.
Better bracing angle.
So overall, we've just taken the best of all this downhill technology and applied it to a really kind of unprecedented compact utility bike. So final thing that I'll say about the bike is that in addition to being 180 centimeters long, so the same length as a standard city bike, or maybe the second last thing I'll say about it. So same length as a standard city bike, but what you can do, the whole thing is designed with check it out, with 4 feet on the back. Okay?
Oh yeah, okay. So that's how it was balancing. You got these plastic feet, so you can stand it up and
totally. And for us, it's we'll say that 100% of people can benefit from owning a cargo bike, but only 5 to 10% of people actually have enough living space to own one, right?
Right.
Either you have big ground floor garage, underground parking garage.
Like an elevator.
But yeah, I mean, if you have a backfits bike or, long john or conventional longtail, those will not fit in an elevator. So for us, we were let's deliver that cargo bike of utility, but do it with a footprint that would fit in any standard elevator.
Because this is not, the frame doesn't fold, but you can see that the handlebars folded, and look at this, there's a rubber clasp so it doesn't rattle, all the premium Tern features. I also noticed, what's that thing called? You have the adjustable stem.
Yeah, super quick, I'll just say this is shorter than I am, about the same width, so it's human-sized footprint.
How tall are you?
I'm 6'4".
Okay, well I'm 5'9". I mean,
it's thereabouts, right?
yeah.
So it's human size, so it'll fit in any elevator, fit in any apartment, fit in the back of a mid-size SUV.
You can lay it down like this because of the way the handlebars. So the other thing, while we're on the topic of folding, I know I'm taking us off script a little bit, but I went for a ride yesterday, and Galen hopped on the back. How much do you weigh?
I weigh about 205. No, I weigh 205 pounds.
205. Yeah. I was kind of curious because again, I'm like 135, and a lot of times you get on a traditional cargo bike and you think like it has to be long, it has to be big to be a cargo bike. This has plenty of cargo space, and there's just this stiffness feel.
That you get from a shorter.
It's a very solid feel, and you don't have that like wavy, flexy, crack the whip kind of thing going on. A lot of it's, your batteries are positioned in the middle of the frame along with the motor, so a lot of that weight it's properly distributed, and you've got things like this deflapillator spring going on. You've got the extra wide fenders. I love that you have even your cargo weight spread across if this was going to be like a bike packing setup. Yeah. And you told me yesterday that it comes stock with the 400, so the Bosch Powerpack 400, which is also sort of forward compatible. That same mount works with the 500.
Yeah.
And so potentially you get this stock with the 400, you could add a 500, and that's the 150 mile range.
Exactly.
Or you could have two 500s, or you could go nuts with this thing.
And
it's pretty cool.
I guess another thing, I was talking to one of our awesome dealers from the West Coast today.
Yeah.
And he was saying that you get the range benefit from having double battery, but you also get the lifetime benefit, right?
That's true. It balances them, doesn't it? So for 2018, you've got the new GSD. It looks like it comes in a few different colors. Do you have anything else to say about it, including price? I want to hear the price.
Okay, sure, I'll get to that in a second, but final thing, so different colors, but one size, right? And that's a big deal for us because electric bikes are expensive, right? And if I'm a family and I want to get into owning an electric bike, maybe replacing our second car, and dad is 6'5" or something like that, and mom is 5'8", then you need an XL size e-bike, so $3,000 or $4,000 for dad.
Sure.
You need a medium size e-bike for mom, another $3,000 or $4,000.
Oh man!
So it really adds up, I think, if you go with that conventional kind of sizing structure.
Especially a premium bike with a nice drive system.
But it's like if I buy a new minivan, for example, it's not like there's the extra large fixed seat size where the driver's seat is for an extra large driver, and then the small size minivan. It would be lunacy if you bought like different cars just based on a non-adjustable sort of like cockpit.
Sure.
So for us, we really went out of our way to make the bike a sort of one size fits most solution.
Yeah.
So you can adjust the seat post, adjust the stem.
What is that called?
So this is the Andros Stem.
Andros.
Yeah, so you can pop it up and then drop it down.
Very nice.
Or bring it back up. And essentially, like, this is configured to fit riders from 4'10" all the way up to 6'5".
Nice.
So yeah, it fits the whole family, and it's a bike that viably replaces a car because mom can use it, dad can use it, and even like teenage kids can use it. To get everything done.
No, it's exciting to see not just the adjustability here, but also that you've taken a unique approach here. There's like two quick releases, and this was something we talked about yesterday too, where I was like, well, why? And it's like, well, this is 27.2, very standard diameter on the seat post, so you could swap that out with like a seat post suspension. Because again, the tires help, but it's still, for some people who have the potholes, it's nice to have some comfort.
Aftermarket sort of upgradability.
Tons.
With it. And we're planning on open sourcing the dimensions for all of the racks. Because we want to really like foster a community where DIY people or different dealers or enthusiasts can develop their own accessories, because we want this really to be the platform for like urban transportation for cities.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
It makes a lot of sense. I love the whole stand-up positioning and some of these accessories. You guys have a whole bunch of your own, it looks like. They're even Tern branded, which is kind of fun. So what's the website for this? Where do people go to the official source?
They can come to ternbicycles.com, so TERN bicycles.com, and you can learn more about the bike there. The price, so for the base level with one battery, but all of the other premium spec, including the thru-axle, Magura 4-piston disc brake, Dior 1x drivetrain, and Schwalbe Supermoto tires, that's $4,000, so $3,999. So it's really reasonable, I think. And then for the double battery spec, which brings everything up to 150 miles of range on a charge, That's for 4,800. So
okay, like $800 for the additional battery.
$800 for an additional 500 watt hours.
I wanted to get a close-up of this. So yeah, it's like they got the Schwalbe or the Shimano Dior, and you said this is a 1x10.
Yeah.
So and I'm looking in here. It looks like this has the Shadow Plus, so you can tighten that and reduce chain bounce because the chain is going away. So you've got a nice chain cover and the VP pedals. It's there. You know, I'm just excited about it. Look at this. They've got 3 bosses up here and then 2 here for adding like maybe a folding lock and a bottle cage.
Even our carrier
in the
up here
rack,
has bottle bosses, so you can put an Avis folding lock, just accessible here,
or a drink. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, some cross marketing right here going on.
So that's the package. Awesome for touring because it goes all day. Awesome for utility. So if you're a delivery driver in New York, for example, and you want to take a bike or if you want to buy a bike that you can
You
ride.
should be sorry, Galen. Jeez, you've been doing this all day.
So if you want a bike that you can use as your work bike for doing delivery, and you want to do that from 9 o'clock in the morning until 5 or 6 o'clock at night, this is the bike for you because it goes 150 miles on a charge.
But if you don't have as much money and you want another option, what then? Show me some of your other stuff.
Okay,
it was 2018. What else we got?
So we had tons of success last year with the release of the Vektron.
Yeah.
So this year what we've done is we've taken all the same like fundamental technology, geometry, that makes the Vektron ride like an amazing full-size.
The battery positioning, a lot of the unique characteristics. It's still got the Andros, all that.
Andros integrated Valo light. So this is our like custom, super high-end e-bike light. Telescopic seat post, cargo rack.
Tell me again, why do you have to? Why not just 127.2?
The thing is, with the mid-drive system, we only have this amount of space to work with, and we know that we can comfortably fit riders who are my height, so I'm 6'4", and if you only have one seat post segment,
you're limited, or you have to hacksaw it, right? You end up with a really long. This is so smart. I thought it was strength because this is a fatter diameter and then it steps down, but it's about being able to offer that super high height.
So this is with a Bafang Max Drive mid-drive, so it's a, I guess, more economical kind of alternative, but same 250 watts of power with a 418 watt-hour battery. And I think their supplier is the same as Tesla, so their batteries are made by either LG or Panasonic. So it's really like top end.
It's very capable, and that's a really quiet motor. I would say Bosch, maybe a little bit sort of smoother ramp and power, and you get the sort of shift detection. It's you pay a little extra. What's the price for this one if this is the Vektron P9?
So this is the P9, which is at $2,600.
Wow, not bad.
And then we have another spec below that, which is virtually the same, but with a Claris derailleur and no integrated rack. And that's at $2,300 or $2,400. So really like a mid-range alternative to the premium like Vektron folding electric bike. Or the sort of
the GSD.
Compact utility GSD.
How much is the Vektron again?
The Vektron is $3,400.
34. So it's like $1,000 to get up to the Vektron, and then another 500 or whatever. It's pretty good.
And then one last thing, I think, real quick. One of the main kind of, or actually I'd say the only real consumer kind of concern that we got after the release of the Vektron last year was transportation while folded. So the bike, it has walk mode, so you can sort of trolley it around, but not everybody likes that. So what we did this year is we developed this thing called the Rapid Transit Rack, which has the same profile as our existing cargo rack, but it has 4 trolley wheels, like super high.
Can I get down here and look at this? These are the wheels he's talking about, and they're rubberized. They feel like they would be kind of quiet and smooth.
Super quiet and smooth. And what that enables you to do is trolley the Vektron. If you're in the subway, and it ships with a cover as well. So if you want, I know in certain cities that you have to cover your bike if you want to transport it.
They don't want to mess, right?
Yeah. So it ships along with the cover that you can throw on top. And then so here's the thing. I mean, nobody wants to carry a 22 kilo, folding electric bike. But for that matter, nobody wants to carry a 17 or 18 kilo folding electric bike.
Yeah.
So rather than bother carrying it, we just devised a solution that lets you push it sort of effortlessly.
This is cool.
Yeah.
Hey, can I try?
Happily.
Whee! Oh, dude, it's way easy. And you're using kilos, but I'm thinking like 50 plus pounds on a lot of these electric bikes. Even folding electric bikes, there has to be reinforced, and that adds a little bit of weight. I'm excited to check these out more in depth later this year. The Vektron has been really popular, and I love that there are some more maybe affordably priced options now.
Yeah.
I think that's it. Are there any other 2018 updates you want to share with us, Galen?
I think that about covers it for us. So
we made it through. You guys have had a super busy booth. I appreciate the extra time,
and we just found out that we won. We were picked by like all of North America's bike media, like last night, as most interesting product for Interbike.
Congratulations!
This year. So I think it's really, it's causing a lot of buzz. So.
Well, you've done a great job. Thank you so much for your time. Here you go. Boom.
Thank you very much, Court. I'll see you soon.
See you next time.
All right. Ciao.
I'm walking around the show floor, and guess who I bumped back into? It's Galen.
Hey guys.
How's it going? And we're over here at the Ortleib booth, and we're actually checking out. They have some new packs, some new colors and stuff. And then I noticed the GSD on display. What's going on with it?
Well, okay, so this GSD has been pretty well received by the touring community so far.
Sure.
And I think one of the reasons why it's really exciting is because with double battery, you can go for an all-day tour.
Yeah.
So you can go 150 miles, 250 kilometers. And because it supports a lot of stuff, you can kind of do it in a glamping style.
Yeah.
So you can bring 6 Ortleibs, you can bring the tent, you can bring another tent, you can bring another tent, you can bring another tent.
I saw your commercial where you're taking bikes off of the thing, and you've got the black box. So it's really exciting to see a high quality waterproof pannier that actually fits on that front rack. It's you know, it's a little bit smaller. It's kind of a unique size.
Totally. And if we take a quick step back.
Yeah, let's do it. Here, let's come back a little bit further here. What do we got?
Other really cool thing is that this is being displayed right now on a standard bicycle rack for a car.
Huh, so standard width. It's not like it had to be extra long or anything.
So although it kind of looks like a long tail bike, again, it's only the size of a standard city bike. So that means it fits on bus racks, fits on car racks, and that makes it a lot easier to go on adventures with the bike.
That's great. I actually have like a quad rack, and one of the challenges, it's like there's that arm. You do have these fenders, so you know, depending on the rack, you might even be able to secure it here or from the top. I like that this rack in particular is securing it downward. What is this rack here?
This is
Ubler or something?
Yeah, maybe.
Huh. Have you tested it with a bunch of racks? Do you have any tips?
I don't have any specific tips, but just the wheelbase is long enough. Just make sure that you get one with the right weight rating, because it's an e-bike, so it's a little bit heavier than a standard.
And take your battery off before you put it on your bike ride. That'll take like 5.5 pounds right there. We're making progress, man.
Awesome course. Okay.
Thanks again.
Thank you.
Have a great show. We'll see you again.
Yeah, look forward to it.